Now we
Not
go.
yet.
Now
we
we go.
are.
Oh, here we go.
We are live now.
We're live.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, we are
All
live
Here we go.
right now.
We're live.
On the
Everybody's
air.
saying we're live. Let's see. Is it working?
Thanks,
This thing working?
Brendan.
Welcome.
All right. Assuming we're
Minnie,
live,
Robert,
right? We're
Michaels.
good. We're definitely
Yep.
good.
Yep, we're good.
All right, I'm waiting for my screen to change here. All right. Well, welcome to paraglidingtalk.com. I am not your host, Robert Michaels. My name is David Wolf. I am filling in for Robert because today is a very special day. Today is, well, as you can see from the title, it's John Ripman Ryden's 60th birthday. I know if you're like me, most everybody across this country that knows John Ripa is thinking, he's really still alive? I mean, the guy looks like he could fall over and break his leg and the knees any second now, but yet he's still alive. So he's here. Robert is going to be joining us soon. Anthony Paragliding is right there, and he's pointing. You see it? Well, Anthony, take yourself off mute. So he's pointing at a cloud, but I'm assuming in that cloud it could be Robert, or it could be Ripman, or it could be both of them.
It's both, and I think even standing up here. No, listen, they are way more efficient flyers than I am. I had a nice 10-minute sled ride flight at Blossom, but I just landed. As you can see, I'm safe. Looks cool, but it sucks having to do the walk of shame. Hey,
yeah, I was gonna say, how long is that walk for you?
Listen, Robert's trying to tell me to go west and then hang a left to go up the mountain, or go right and go down and get a lift, get picked up from those guys in about an hour.
Anthony,
So
there's
I'll
already a question from the chat, and they're saying, is this show going to be over before Anthony Paragliding gets to his car?
Yeah, that's a yes. That
It's
is
a
a
yes.
yes.
We will see. I
It's
mean,
a
it's going to keep us on our
100%.
feet. All right, so let's start the show off a little properly. First of all, thank you for Brighton Michaels, who is helping us out with the technology portion of this. We've got Scott here. He's going to be talking about our sponsors, Robert's sponsors, Paragliding Talk sponsors. We are always joined by Mr. Sean Nasker, the king of the spinny wheel. Is there a giveaway tonight, Sean?
There is. Absolutely.
Awesome. All right.
Yep.
And the delectable, the delightful, the something else beginning with a D, Linda Anderson, Robert's mama, is here. What's up, mama?
Paramount.
The Paramount. And we think I did talk to Robert a few moments ago. Robert and maybe Ripa are going to be joining us from the sky. So we're hoping to see that. Maybe. Kinda.
Yeah.
So I don't think, guys, he could have really hosted the show and still been safe, right? So that's why he's doing that. So let's say hi to everybody. Scott, let's start with you. Tell us where you're at, what's going on, and let's hear about those sponsors. We'll start with you.
All right. Yep. Unfortunately, I'm not in the air with them. Wish I was, but we got our sponsors. We got Harley Milne runs a school in California called Did you just? All right, something popped up on my screen that said you took control of my camera. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
So, all right, can you still see me okay? All right.
It's been a long time since I've been doing this, so I'm trying to figure out how to get just your picture up on the screen. So,
okay, all right. So, all right. So yeah, Harley Milne runs a school in California. And it's at dreamliftparamotors.com. We got new sponsor, Andrew Fuller. He's got a full service wing repair and shop. Check it out at paraglidinginspection.myshopify.com. Then we got PPG Smoke. This show is brought to you by PPG Smoke. Ryan Roberts has created a masterpiece with every component that he's added to the flying community, from smoke machines to paramotors to strobe lights and lamels. Check out his new I want to get his new earphones. Look pretty cool, and the guys who have them sound great. Also, the show is brought to you by paramotorprops.com. If you're looking for a great deal on props, and we may talk about that later if we lose connection, for the best deals, go to paramotorprops.com. And then if you're in the San Diego area, Allied Drains and Plumbing. If you're in the San Diego area and need any plumbing, go to them and you get a 10% discount when you mention the show. Also, the show is brought to you by Nebraska PPG. Josh Bowden runs a school in Nebraska. If you're interested in getting top-notch training, sign up with Josh and his team today. The link's going to be in the description. Also, Lone Star PPG. If you're in the Lone Star state of Texas, reach out to Ryan Torian and his team for world-class training at LoneStarParamotor.com. Max Acro also, he does all the cool SIV courses. Check out some of Robert's videos for that. And I'll let you talk about Resurgence, David.
Wow. Scott, was that every sponsor of the show?
He's very efficient.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I mean, this Thursday night show could be over in 30 minutes if Robert read them that fast. That was awesome.
Really? When I'm nervous, I talk fast. So just do that, you know?
You got nothing to be nervous. Nothing
Right?
to be nervous.
So-
Look at how calm, cool, and collected Brighton is right now. He's just leaning back. He's got his
He's just like watching the
back.
show. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm glad that burden is not on my back.
Yeah, we had a moment there of panic. Where are we going to get the show started? But Brighton hung in there and took care of it. So awesome. Sean Nasker, how the heck are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Nice and warm in Ohio. Good conditions. So yeah,
It is
good
cozy.
stuff.
There's a couple fly-ins going on right now. I think EFD is, what is it, in the second week right now? Endless Foot Drag in Kansas.
Yeah, I'm pretty
And I know
sure. Yeah.
two of the sponsors are there right now. Josh Bowden is there, I believe. And I know Ron Torin and Lone Star, they're there as well. So they're having a great time. I'm actually in the fly-in right now. It's not a very big fly-in. I think there's maybe less than 15 pilots here today. Maybe they'll get up to 40. And it's called Fly the Fort. And this is in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They do 2 fly-ins a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. And I did this one, I think it was last year. It was a lot of fun. But totally, Anthony, you there, or you're on screen share? Or he's got his, Anthony, come back to us. The thing is, it's totally different. I was thinking about this while I was flying tonight. Totally different from where they're flying. Totally different from the Purdon fly-in, Sean, or Bad Apples. You fly in Indiana, it is nothing but flat land. Absolutely flat land. And if you were to fall into a tree, you better go play the lottery. There's trees, but it is all farms. I mean, there's no place not to land out if you had to. It's kind of like that. Linda Anderson, hi. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm all out of sorts here, because this is not like the normal Thursday, like I'm usually in the chat, and then can other people see the show now? I mean, like my chatters?
Yeah.
Everybody
Your chatters.
can say hi to
Every
them?
person,
Yes,
every
we're
person
live
has
on the
put a
internet.
comment saying, I'm here for Linda only. That's why I'm watching tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
So
see,
there's
I'm
that.
going to have to get on Robert later and say, as the PR of the show, you need to communicate with me when you do these things like tonight, because I end up calling Aaron, and then the boys, they're all like helping, trying to get me on board here. So I love my grand boys. Thank you, Brighton, so much for,
You're welcome.
unstressing grandma tonight.
Sean, do you want to say hi to the people in the chat? Do you want to list them off of who you see so far? Not to put you on the spot.
We've got quite a few people. As a matter of fact, since we went live, it flip-flopped the chat room when we went live. So whatever was typed before the show came on, it's gone. Whoever chimed in early, it doesn't count. But we got Yankee Paramotor, Seville, Will Fly. We got a Mr. David Wolf. He's in there too.
Hey,
James, John Wayne, Bill H.
Hey. Okay.
Kramer.
I see Kramer and Will Fly.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people that have stopped in and kind
Okay,
of checking
good.
it out,
Yeah.
Like you said, there's a lot of fly-ins,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of fly-ins going on right now at the moment. So
Yeah.
People are all over the place. So a lot of our viewers will be after it's live even. So no big deal, because I know they all catch up with us.
Yay.
Awesome.
Thank you, chatters. Thank you. I
There you
was
go.
really worried because when I tried to get on, click on the link, because I share it on Facebook every Thursday and everything. And I went to click it on and it said show is private. I was like, what? And so that's when I called Aaron. I'm like, wait a minute. So Robert forgot to tag his mother.
There's that. Yeah.
So, you know,
Well,
it happened.
as you can see,
I guess Bill H and Kramer are at EFD right now, as a matter of
that's
fact.
cool.
So
That's good. I hope they're
yeah.
having good weather. It's usually crummy weather there, so I hope they're having good weather. So as you can see from the title, this is John Ripman's 60th birthday celebration, which tells us really one thing. Robert was too cheap to pay for a good a guest tonight. So he came up with that idea instead. So it's Ripman's birthday. Hopefully he's going to be joining us. I may call him here in a second, put him on speakerphone. So the idea, I think the hope that all of us were hoping for was that we'd be able to see Anthony fly while he's already on the ground and can't take off again. So hopefully, and I talked to Robert, I said, listen, I'd love to be able to say, hey, Robert, show us how you go into a thermal and come out, and how you gain lift and how you descend. And that'd be kind of cool. So we're hoping, and maybe Brighton, you might want to give him a call, see if he's popping in here soon. And same thing with Ripa. But we had a backup plan. Scott inspired us to have a backup plan, and we're going to talk a little bit about props and why and how they break and how to repair them. So I can go first, or you can go first, Scott, whatever you prefer. I think, Sean, you might
if you want to
one.
go first, you can. Mine's a little bit more of a doozy than yours.
All right, mine was very simple. I had a prop break, and it's only for one reason and one reason only that my prop broke, is because I have been saying, and I just said it last week, I'm like, this prop hasn't broken in 2 years. I've had this prop and it's never broken. And I think it was actually Ripa said, it's going to break because you just said it. I said, not a chance. So last Friday, I get a call from my daughter at school, and she texts me first and says, hey, Dad, do you want to fly into the stadium with the flag during the national anthem? I replied, no, not really. And then a second later, she called me up. I said, what's up? And she goes, hold on, I got the athletic director here. And of course, he asked me to do it, and I couldn't say no. So I went home, was getting my stuff ready to go. I actually had to repair the flag because it was getting all tattered at the end. So I wanted to sew it. I looked like Betsy Ross sewing this thing together. And go outside. I get the paramotor on my back, and I start up the motor. Everything sounds great. Everything's running great. And then I made a really stupid choice, just a stupid $350 choice, a mistake rather. I put a little, one of those metal step stools. I put it in front of my truck bed, my tailgate. So with the motor, you ready? This is so stupid. I can't believe I'm actually admitting to this. With the motor on my back, I stepped onto this little stool. I stepped onto the tailgate, and I'm now with my knees bent on the tailgate. The motor's on my back. I start leaning to go into the truck bed, and all of a sudden I went, uh-oh. And I leaned backward, and I fell completely flat on my back off the tailgate, smack onto the ground behind me. There was a little neck pain.
Turtled.
I did turtle. I was able to get right up.
Okay.
That was the first thing I thought. I was like, all right. No one's looking, right? No cameras, right?
Yep.
I was in my driveway.
Yep.
Who was going to see it? And I didn't break the tip. So this was one of them. This one was the bad one. I'll show you the other one first. This one and I've already repaired it. This one was a little good. This one just had a small little line. You can't even see it on the bottom. But this one pretty well cracked through that I could see daylight coming through at the bottom. Okay. So now I'm under the pressure because I told them I'm going to do this thing tonight. And everybody's going to be excited. And now I've got this to deal with about 2 hours to go. So quickly, I grab out my super glue. I just throw on the baking powder and doing this and sanding it down. And I'm like, all right, I still got a couple little nicks here. But the good news is this is the slowest part of the propeller. If it was way out here, that would be a bigger problem because all the pressure, all the speed is right here. Here, it was good. So did all that, went in the backyard, started up the motor again, ran it for 5 minutes at full power, and things seems pretty good. So it was about a 18-minute flight because I circled the elementary school for about 12 minutes. The whole flight, the actual distance was 1 mile, but I actually ended up flying 6 miles, 5 miles in a circle before I actually landed. That's how I broke my prop. But for me, best way to fix this is throw some super glue on there, baking powder on top of it, rub it in. Your finger's going to feel like sandpaper, but rub it in. And then get out your files and file it down, and then sandpaper and a little steel wool. And then just put a little black paint on it so no one really notices it. So there's that. That was my story.
And it's on the
Scott. Let's hear
backside, so
yours.
no one's gonna know. You know, it's on the backside of it, so no one's gonna know. Yeah, yeah. Mine, another stupid mistake too. Pretty much what happened was I was tuning it and I backed up in my backyard and I hit a branch and it just pulverized it
Oh.
right there. It's still all together. I'm not sure if I should just try to fill this in with like marine epoxy and micro balloons, or if I need to get a piece of carbon fiber to put over it to keep it together. David's thinking it's toast because it's kind of out here, but I mean this side is not cracked or anything. Luckily, it's just this side here, and you can see where the impact was, and then it kind of went up there and spiderwebbed a little bit. So yeah, let me know if you guys think this is fixable. The worst thing is, David, is when you break it when you're not even flying. That's the worst part. You know?
Much safer
Okay,
that
cool.
way.
He was doing this creepy stare at me, so I'm glad it just disconnected and it was his internet connection. 'Cause I thought he was having
Yeah.
a stare down when I was talking to him. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think, yeah, it would, depending on how bad the damage is, but really using the super glue and baking soda, it's a good thing. It is very, very strong.
I mean, for this, I would want to do epoxy just to reglass it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind of like, heck, I had a Scout
Well,
and
that's
I
all the
got
way
pretty good at
through,
doing
right?
carbon fiber.
That's all the way through.
No, it's well, yeah, it's through just to the foam. So it's
Okay.
through right through the foam. So what I would do is I would fill this with the marine grade epoxy and probably micro balloons so I can sand it a little bit easier. And then from there, I'm not sure if I should put a piece of carbon fiber over it or not. So yeah, let me know if you guys think this is able to be saved. Anthony's still doing the walk of shame. It almost looks like it's a survival video for him. You know, like
Dude, I'm telling you.
Survivor Man.
Listen, it's afraid of naked or something like that. And
Yeah,
I'm thank God I'm not naked because I mean,
we'll be afraid.
cactus, pricklies everywhere.
Did you at least have
Robert
a wing
wanted me to-
bag that you could?
Yeah, no, I got everything back here. Robert wanted me to go up the hill, but hell no, they're gonna pick my butt up. So it's you got to ask yourself if it's worth it really.
I gotta ask you, just how good a shape are you in right now? Because
better than I was 20 minutes ago. It's
dude.
flowing. So
Hey, Anthony, in about 15 minutes, those two legs of yours are going to feel like some gummy bears, you know? You're not going to be able to stand on those things.
The gummies, when the legs go gummy, that's all you want, really.
You just start.
Then you just want to veg on the couch because.
Okay,
Do
now,
you have
now
any-
show us
It's
the background. Show us around while you're walking. Show us what it looks like, what your view is. What you see.
There's a tree or there's a bush. Yep.
Oh, there's a small
the ground.
path. Looks like
Yep.
deers could possibly walk.
all these shrubs are about 4 feet, 5 feet high. There's really not a whole lot of trails going through here. I'm on a probably an old fire road, and I'm almost at the base of the. There's a large road that we drive on. You get picked up or whatever, but I'm looking across the valley. Is where a friend of ours is, and we fly paramotors from there in the morning. And it's sad because it's a really peaceful valley. It's so quiet. I mean, you can hear a rooster a mile away, and you can hear our motors obviously next door. So they're not too keen with us. Some of the ranchers here don't even like the free flight guys landing on their property. I mean, you're gonna have some Karens, but some guys like to show up on their golf carts or stuff and trying to intimidate you. But
Oh, gosh. Well,
Are you talking to Robert, David? I don't know.
Yeah.
Hold on. You're live right now. It's the birthday boy. Say hello, birthday boy.
Hello.
Up, John.
Come on, get over here.
All right. Why don't you try to log in again, John? Okay, because everybody's listening to you live on Robert's show right now.
Yes, you're
Why do you-
live.
We're all waiting for a surprise party.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you seem to ruin every live show on YouTube. I don't understand this, man.
You know what? We should sing happy birthday to Ripa on the
Well,
air.
I'm gonna let him try to log back in. If it doesn't work, we'll call him back. All right, Ripa, you log into Zoom, okay? So we can see your pretty little 60-year-old face and all your wrinkles. All right, go. All right, we'll see if he can. This is a hodgepodge tonight, isn't it?
He's a youngster. Are you
Well,
kidding?
we're doing great rolling with the flow. You know, it's like be like the essence of water. And we kind of are. It's a little turbulent. They're shaking the jar really good, but it's going to smooth out, guys. It's going to get better with time here.
It is. Well, we're just a couple minutes away from the spinny wheel of spinny thing, so that's a good break in the show. Also,
Go and
ahead.
you know what?
What?
Our viewership is kind of lower tonight. I seem to notice. Like I don't.
That's because Robert's not here.
It could be, but if we don't get enough names at the half-hour mark, I might have to keep taking names for a little while longer just to make it interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, just let him keep coming in.
And if there's not enough people, then I might not even spin a wheel.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
I
can't do
throw a
that
wrench
to
in there.
him.
Well, no,
Right.
well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Brighton is John. Do you see John trying to log in? Brighton.
I did send him a invite. I will send
Okay.
another one.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you, sir. Thank you.
He's such
Yeah.
a good boy. Working
So-
behind the scenes, yes. That's what
Good.
me and Brighton do best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripa's old, and I kind of wish Yankee was here because we could just have a good old pig roast with John Ripa right now. And, But the main thing to let him know when he is on is that he's really getting old. It's hard to believe he's 60 because most people look at him and think he's about 80. So
Dude,
there's that.
I am 8 years older than him. So
Oh, but-
I would be like his sugar mama. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can say this, okay? If I was able to move like that at 60 and participate in fly-ins and foot launch and ground handle and do everything that he does, I'm doing pretty dang good. So, I give him credit where credit is due. I aspire to be to that level when I'm 60,
Plus, now he's going to get discounts when he goes out to eat, so it's going to be even better.
It's a plus.
I've got some dirt on Ripa. I don't know if I'm allowed to say or not. And I could say it, but then if I say it, I might lose him as a friend. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say it. Anyhow, it's a win-win for everybody, I think.
Well, don't do that.
Oh,
no,
boy.
Don't do that.
No, it's good stuff. Well,
Ripa's
Does it have
good
anything
man.
to do with the
Ripa
picture
gave
that-
me coffee. Ripa gave me a coffee pot when I was at my first fly-in down in Florida.
this is true.
And he went out of his way to get me that coffee pot. And
You don't know how
it
long
meant
he complained about you taking that pot.
it meant the world to me. And it was no problem at all. And I gave him the money for it as well. And
Did he autograph it? Did he autograph it?
He
Or he-
might as well autographed it when he gave it to me because I was needing a coffee pot because I didn't have one and I needed coffee. And I was in an area I didn't know. I didn't have a vehicle that I was able to drive. So, he had went out to the store when he was out, brought me the coffee pot, and I gave him the money for it later once I came home. It was awesome, and then we all watched
There
out
you
for
go.
each other, and he's an outstanding guy. And
He
I was
is
hoping to be able to
outstanding.
see
That's
him
my
on
kinda
here
guy.
tonight.
Man.
I was hoping to see him
I
on
was
here
hoping they
tonight up
were.
in the air, enjoying his flight on his
Yeah.
birthday. I mean, how awesome is that, dude?
Mhm.
You get to fly on your birthday, That's
No.
yeah.
Man, I
That's
gotta
good
try
stuff.
that next May. Get a tandem somewhere on my birthday. Because
There you
the
go.
the
Bad
torch
apples.
is out
stuff.
till
Bad
Memorial Week.
apples. All right. I think I got it. There he is.
What we got?
You're
Oh,
on the ground. You're not
landed.
even flying.
Well, I just landed. What do you mean?
Wait, I thought you were going to be up in
Hey,
the air.
boy.
Can you? All right. Can you guys hear him okay?
We can kind of hear him a little bit.
You're gonna have to talk louder. I know you know how to do that.
Hey, everybody.
All right, that's good. So first question is, can you see Paragringo?
He landed at the bottom and he's hiking back.
Oh, we know. He's on the show right now. He's got his screen off, but yeah.
Gotta
He-
check
he
on
may
it.
not
Know
make
if he'll be able to make it. He says it's
He may not
miles
make
and
it.
miles.
Yeah. Hey,
I feel bad for him. I don't know.
you may have to send an Uber for Paragringo. I don't know. Did they send it? Oh, there's Robert Michaels. is now on
Hey,
the
here's
show.
a host.
Oh, look at that.
What's up, Robert?
No, we
Robert,
can't
you
hear you,
muted.
Robert. Yeah.
We can't hear you, Robert.
Is he still up in the air?
Does
Yep.
he know sign language? He is in the air.
Yes.
There's
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
Look at that beautiful sunset.
You can
Wow.
hear me?
Yeah.
So yeah, listen, I'm down at the road.
no. Stay on, Ripa.
Okay.
Go ahead, Paragringo.
Gotta help
Robert's trying to
Anthony.
talk. All right, we can
El
see
Caso.
Robert. Okay, we got to mute Robert because all we hear is humming.
Wind
But
noise.
wow, look at that. That's a do that shot again, Robert. Where you back? That was pretty cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
That's
I think-
awesome.
I think I'm gonna puke. That's awesome.
Holy moly.
Robert, are you in a thermal? Can you go up in a thermal right now? You're gonna have to give us yeses or nos or sign language because we can't hear you.
No,
You
gonna mute Ann.
It's time to land now, Robert.
Your mother's telling you to land now.
Time to head to that landing zone. Get going to the LZ.
Can anybody read Robert's lips?
Kind of.
He said,
Cannot
can you
hear you.
hear me?
No,
No.
can't
You
hear
gotta
you.
mute Anthony. I think we're in his pocket.
All right, Brian, you're gonna have to mute Anthony or make me a host so I can do that, buddy. You got to mute Anthony. All right,
Anthony.
let's talk. Look at everybody. Let's look at Mr. Ripa over here. He's trying to hold the sun in his hand. He's way off, but it's
Hey,
cute
boy.
that he's trying. To your right, Ripa. To your right. Ripa, to your right. No, your
He's
other right.
actually-
Other
Your
right.
other right. There you
This
go.
is
Keep
so-
going. Oh, this is so horrible. All right, a little higher. Look, and he's holding the sun. We're so proud of you. 60 years old.
There he is.
Rip's So- way down there.
Oh, we can
Oh.
hear you, Robert.
Oh, we can hear Robert now.
Yeah.
Robert, we can hear you. Keep on going.
Rip is way down there.
Oh, I see him,
Wow.
Robert. Floaty, floaty. All right. So I think this is a good opportunity. Ripa, we decided we're gonna have a roast tonight of Ripa. So we're gonna, yeah. So Ripa, I've got a lot of dirt on you, and I thought this would be a good time to spill it on your 60th birthday because the odds are against you making another year, maybe even a day. So can you talk about the WWE at all?
No.
Can I?
That was a long time ago.
Well, now that you brought it up, everybody wants to know about it.
Did he? What was his cool stage name? Like
Who's
Big
this?
Bad Ripa, or what was it?
Did you have a stage name?
Everything hurts these days.
Go ahead.
How the knees are giving out. Hey, there's Robert.
Robert, he's pointing at you. Point back at him, Robert.
I,
Point-
Oh, this is so funny.
Robert, Rip is saying you're really up high. You're really up high. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm super high right now.
Oh, we can hear you
Oh.
perfectly now.
we can hear you great.
Yeah,
Don't
I just
move.
fixed, I put the phone down in like the little pocket here so you don't get the wind noise.
Oh, thank God. Now you can host the show. It's all yours, buddy.
Awesome. Go ahead.
It's actually
Look at
just
you.
a blue screen. Blue screen.
Here. Ripa, we don't need to look at your rear end, buddy. Can you move? Ripa, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. So Robert, how's the air?
My way.
How's the air tonight, and how is Ripa doing as a paraglider?
It's so hard to hear you. I'm sorry. There he is. He's hiking.
I'll tell you, Ripa's ripping it to shreds. He's killing it.
Yeah, it was great, and Rip is
Gringo.
ripping it.
Ripa's ripping it, he says. All
It
right.
wasn't
Where are
as
you
good
at
as his
right now?
WWE career. That's what I want to
So
know.
question for Robert and for John, what could
Gringo.
Anthony do better so he's not on the ground in 10 minutes?
Where are you at, Gringo?
He's at where the
Listen.
trucks enter here sign is.
Oh,
Where's
Oh.
Gringo?
Famous sign.
what is that,
It's like-
Anthony?
Oh, I see you.
Guys, quiet.
I see you. Look up
Robert,
here, Gringo. Look
Robert
at me.
needs to figure it out.
I'm right above you, Gringo. I'm waving.
That's the famous sign.
Oh my God. He's right above me.
Gringo, who's coming to
Seriously.
get you?
I don't know. I wish I would have given my keys to Ripa, but maybe I'll call an Uber. I don't know. Somebody needs to call me. I'm on Del Monte, I guess.
You should
I might get
empty
a,
your P tube on
get
him.
a ride to the 7-Eleven. There's cars going by. Hold on. I might get a ride to the 7-Eleven.
Ooh, be careful.
Are you on?
Oh, goodness.
Dave, thanks for hosting the show.
There's a question in the chat for John Ripa. Question from the chat. How did you possibly make it past 50 years old in your body shape?
You know, I'm still trying to figure it out.
There's another
Every day's a gift. Every day's a gift.
question from the chat. Were you hired to work for the WWE, and what was your role?
My name was the Italian Stallion.
And who called you the Italian Stallion?
All the groupies that would follow around the professionals.
There you go. How many of you knew that John Ripa used to be a bodybuilder? Any of you?
Yeah, Anthony put his picture up last time. If you go back to one of our episodes, you can look for the little Easter egg that Anthony put in on there with Ripa in his Arnold Schwarzenegger pose.
What a waste of 38 years. Now I can't even move.
I'm looking at the screen. Robert's relaxed in a paraglider. Ripa's relaxed. It looks like you're in the back of a pickup truck or you're laying on the ground. And then there's Anthony who looks like he's about to keel over. Robert's just relaxed. Or is this
I think maybe Ripa's got a thing going on here because he knows how to work it. He's on top of the hill. He's smiling and relaxing, enjoying the sunset. Gringo's
Enjoying his
huffing and
birthday.
puffing, about to break and lose a lung. And Robert's up flying and paying attention to all the safety, the birds and the thermals and everything. But Ripa's just kind of chilling, relaxing, putting his glider away, taking his time. He's probably got music playing in the background, maybe a little wine or something. You never know,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's onto something.
Robert, I'll have you know Scott did an amazing job talking about all of the sponsors for the show. He's leaving Resurgence for me. I'm gonna do that in a second. But Sean Naster, why don't we turn the show over to you for a second and let you do the spinny wheel of things, because we're about 40 minutes into the show right now.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Absolutely. Hang on just a second here. Brighton did an awesome job. But host disabled participant screen sharing. So, if we could, Brighton, please allow me to share the screen here so we can do the wheel. That would be great.
I think Brighton left us.
No, he's still there, I'm sure. I think he might have turned the video off.
Yeah, that's Robert. Go ahead.
He's probably trying to figure out how to do the screen share, and it's okay. It takes time. We're building suspense here, folks. All right.
Yeah.
Did T-Bone already leave to go pick you up?
I think he's talking to Gringo on the phone or something.
All right, there's Brighton. All right,
There we
Brighton.
go.
Sorry about that.
So Brighton, Sean needs to be able to screen share.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you can enable screen sharing, that would be great.
Let me get on that.
You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you.
Hi, John.
Hi.
He's putting his glider
Oh my
away.
gosh, there's still thermals out here.
Wow.
I wish Anthony could be almost half as good as Robert.
Hey,
How we doing, Brian?
then we'll talk.
Just 1 second.
All right.
Here, I'm gonna reclaim host and then
Gringo.
next Sean.
Stay
think I
right where
was-
you're at and try to
or-
get an Uber.
That's what I said. Oh, I'm the host. Hold on a second. I can do this. Hold on a second. I can do it. No, I didn't know I was host.
Where are your
Robert,
keys at?
how do I share screen share? I don't remember how to do any of this.
Should
Your
be on the very
keys.
bottom bar where it says
Yeah, I don't
screen
have a
share.
button. Yeah, I don't have that.
Rut-row.
You see, here at paraglidingtalk.com, we like to keep everyone on their toes. The audience, the guests, even the host himself likes to keep
Oh,
everyone on their toes and suspense.
I think
And
I just
hopefully
figured-
this
I
has
was
been a
just like
suspenseful episode full of greatness and questions and just, wow, what is that all about? You know?
Just like paragliding and paramotoring. You don't know which way the wind's going to be coming. You know, you got to wait for it. And then that time hits it and you got to just do it.
Well,
You
you
know?
got to have the right tools for the right conditions, you know?
Right?
And we're testing the tools for the conditions right now. Robert's in the air, and David Wolf is with us, and Ripa's birthday
I like
is today.
Robert's. Yeah,
And
I like
Gringo-
Robert's one-handed
Gringo's lock.
operation.
And
I think that's really cool.
Yeah, he's
I
doing
don't know.
That's
great.
pretty. Look at
Look at
that.
that sky.
I don't know how to do it. All right. You know what?
All right, Sean, you're going to pretend to be the wheel. Just get a paper plate and write everyone's
Yeah.
name in it and just start spinning it. All right.
It's a little late for that, Scott.
Why don't you just, John? Why don't you just spin it and tell us who wins at this point?
Yeah.
How's that?
you know,
We'll trust-
yeah, that's
trust-
what I'll do. All right.
All right.
So
What's
the
the
audience has
prize?
to,
What's the
you
prize?
know, I really couldn't tell you what the prize
Ro-
is.
Robert,
because
what's
I
tonight's
don't-
prize, Robert? Oh my God,
oh,
Robert.
this is
Well, hang on
funny.
just a second here, because Robert might get back with us and be able to tell us. He's probably dealing with a whopper of
know.
a thermal right now.
All right,
But
Robert.
You
Robert?
can see him weight shifting pretty
Yeah.
good.
You need to
What's-
You need to get your landing zone now, or you
No,
are
what-
grounded.
What's the prize? Robert? What's
That's what
tonight's prize?
Here, Sean, I'm
Robert.
gonna make you your host.
Robert, what's tonight's prize?
Oh, it's a T-shirt.
It's a T-shirt. All
One
right.
of the 200 episodes t-shirts, correct?
Yep.
All right, awesome. So this is for a
Yeah,
t-shirt. So let's
Hey,
see.
I can't
Okay, here we go. You
feel.
know what? I'm going to share this screen because I love our audience. They've always stuck with us through thick and thin. And if they've got the patience to deal
Say
with
that
us
one
through,
more time, Gringo.
There we go. We got you.
Hey.
It's looking good.
Spin it away. I guess this is the
Here we
part where we
go.
say this spin is brought to you by Calamity Kite Clinic.
Yeah,
Kiting Clinic.
but you
For
We
all
should
said,
your
make-
kiting needs.
We should make a happy birthday shirt
Stand for.
yeah,
for
looking good,
John.
Chatters. Love
Hey
ya.
Ripa, will you
I
send
gotta
the
put
winner a Ripman
marker
riding
where you're
sticker?
landed because normally there's no service there.
Okay.
That's insane.
So the winner's also gonna get a Ripman riding sticker from Ripa. Signed, autographed. The 60th
Yep.
anniversary. 60th birthday edition.
60th anniversary.
Yes. All right.
The
kinda blurry
scuba
on my-
is it I
Let's
can
see.
fly from genius. Jim Furman.
I don't know.
Thinking maybe Jim.
It may be Clark. You don't know. It's going to be close.
So close.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Clark Kent. Congratulations, Clark Kent. You are a winner again. He
Winner.
has won quite a many things, actually. Rather
Yeah.
interesting, but yeah. Congratulations,
Rip-
Clark Clint.
Ripa
winner,
said he
winner,
just saw him
chicken
yesterday.
dinner.
Yesterday on Tory.
There you go. So Ripa, you'll just give him give him a sticker while you're there.
I will.
All right. So let's talk for a second about the last. I feel so weird holding him in my hand. There's my Ripa. Let's talk for a second about that last sponsor, it's really not a sponsor, but it's an honorary sponsor, and that's Resurgence PPG. And I was very excited. I think it was 2 weeks ago where I was the guest on the show, and I talked about my new podcast, Beyond the Summit. So just had a podcast come out a week ago Monday, and then this past Monday, just a couple of days ago. Both episodes, it was a part 1 and part 2. It was called God's Not Done With You Yet, and it was with Todd Scandrett. So in the first episode, we really got to know Todd, a little bit about him, his background, his childhood, growing up. And in the second episode, and Ripa, Ripa, you there? There we go. Ripa, look at that face. Look at this face. So part 2 was very, very deep and emotional with Todd, where he talks about several things. His heart attack while he was out in Baghdad, and with just 16, I believe it was like 16, 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left to come back, and then he's in a hospital getting bombed. And then he also talked about the loss of his wife, Melanie, over this past November. Ripa.
Yes.
What was your thoughts on the story with Todd, the podcast?
It was very moving. I had one heck of a life, and he's still here with us by the grace of God, and I'm happy to call him a friend.
Yeah. So also in the podcast, he talks a little bit about Resurgence PPG. And a lot of people I think have thought, what's been going on with Resurgence? We haven't heard much about it. We haven't seen Todd. Todd's been going through hell over the last couple years, even since he started Resurgence, even since he started training at Aviator many years ago, 5 years ago. And he talks about that in the podcast. And he's really been trying to, especially with the loss of his wife this past year, he's really starting to try to get himself back into the groove of getting Resurgence and be able to serve. Right now, there's funding, I believe he says in the podcast, for 2 candidates to go through the program. Of course, and I didn't even mention this, but if you've watched the show before, Resurgence PPG is a 501c3. I'm proud to be a person that talks about it all the time, almost on a daily basis with my own customers, just to spread the word, talk about the mission. Gets adapted veterans, all who have PTSD, up in the air, giving them an opportunity to fly. And as I've said before, for me, it's extremely rewarding when I've been able to have the opportunity to go out and watch some of these guys get trained. And when they land, they all say the same thing. When I'm up there, it's almost as if I forget that I have PTSD. So it's an extremely worthy cause. The only thing outside of my church that I make donations to or contribute to or try to help, honestly, I haven't really made a donation in a while, but I really need to start getting back in the habit of that. It's not done. It's not over. And I think the more support and love that Todd gets and hears from people, and he's going to be more and more motivated to really start getting himself up and going. So Resurgence PPG, you can look it up at resurgencepppg.com. Robert Michaels, are we able to see your camera? Because it looks like those feet. Oh, here's Rip is showing us right now. Robert's looking to come down.
Coming in for a landing.
Coming in for a landing. This is great.
No pressure, Robert. No pressure.
Is he going to
We
botch?
got 243 viewers watching. All right.
Here he goes. Oh, watch that bush.
Oh, that.
Like a butterfly. Oh, don't fall off the edge. Oh my gosh. What
don't go over around.
Wow.
Nice.
He goes around again. Look at that. Get in his face. Get in his face, Rippa.
Get in his face.
Woo! There he is.
Yeah.
Your host.
Yeah.
Here's the host.
There you go. Birthday boy and the host.
I'll tell you,
It's been a hell of a 60th birthday party.
Yeah. There's Robert Michaels. Well, Robert, now that you're on the ground, you've got 10 minutes left in your show tonight. Is there anything you want to talk about or anything you want to mention? What it's like? This is the first time you've ever met John in person.
Yeah.
Was it everything you expected to be, or were you pretty much disappointed like most people? Oh, we just lost him right when the good question.
Does he look as big as he does on WWE? Does he look as big as that?
I got to hear more about this WWE. Did he actually wrestle?
No, I don't know if he wants me to say what it is.
The Italian stallion.
Everybody,
Right.
Robert wants to know about the WWE. John, can we talk about that?
No.
Was Vince McMahon really as bad as they make him out to be?
No, he's actually a nice guy.
He is.
He knows. All right. So, yeah.
Is that Paragliding? Who's that?
No, that's Tony Boyer. He's been on the show several times.
Oh,
That
wow.
dude's
like it's
there. T-Bone. Yeah. All right, I got to pack up my stuff.
I
Well,
should
thank
have
you
probably
for
read this
joining-
comment earlier,
Robert,
but
thank
someone
you for being a
commented that they
guest.
were close by where Anthony was to give him a ride, but
Oh,
we kind of
Paul
just didn't tell him because we wanted to have him walk. So
That is hilarious.
Sorry,
No, it's
Anthony.
Paul Elwood. Paul's
Yeah,
super cool.
yeah. Yeah. So he offered to ride, but we thought it would build more paragliding character for Anthony if he walked it. So
There you go. Well, Robert, thank you for allowing us to still have a show tonight. There's a lot of us thinking, what the heck would we do if there wasn't a Thursday night show? So thank you for that. And we're
yeah,
glad,
you did awesome.
glad that
I
you're hosting John and Anthony tonight. Go ahead.
I appreciate you handling business and coming on, even though you're out of flying.
Well, it's a team effort. You know, Linda, Sean, Scott, and of course, your son. It's a team effort. So there you go.
Right.
Dude.
That's right.
Clouds.
Without Brighton, I wouldn't be sitting here right now looking at y'all.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Brighton. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, you
Welcome.
did a job. I'm gonna
Yes.
All right.
for this, son. I'm gonna pay you, okay?
Sweet. Thank you.
We're still live
did a
on the
great
air,
job.
Robert. So be careful. Whatever you say can't be used against you, because it's
That's
all
true.
it's all streaming, So
Oh
yeah.
man, he's
How many other pilots they got going? Oh, is that the replay of Robert's landing?
No, that's somebody else coming in.
Oh,
I
oh
couldn't
nice.
flip my camera on fast enough, so that's what you get.
Nice.
Yeah, Brandito.
Rip is looking at it too.
How many other people are up there flying right now?
Oh, it landed on him.
I know. It's kind of like the ice bucket challenge, right? But with a wing.
These guys just came out of the clouds. Brandon actually he broke a personal record, but he flew all the way from Little Black to like past. Did you go past Saboba? You want to? Yeah, for Little Black. Dude, he flew all
Wow.
the way from Little Black. It's like, how many miles is that, Brandon? 70 miles?
What?
That's crazy.
That was yesterday, yeah.
Wow.
Him
And
and Connor team flew. They were in the air for like 5.5 hours or something. You guys know Brandon. Brandon was he was on the show recently.
What's up?
Yeah.
hi,
The
Brandon.
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 Yes,
Pretty good.
Hello, Brandon.
we did the show from the air.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, they did. I just sat here and flew around.
Nice. Dude, it was epic. It
Yeah.
was so smooth.
So
It
smooth.
was crazy. I don't think I've ever flown smoother air.
Yeah, I
Like,
was.
not even free. Because there's no wind.
I know. And I was hands off most of the flight.
Yeah, Robert, you had your hands behind you like you were just chilling in a chair almost. It's like, man, it looked like a therapy session or something,
Green screen,
Yeah,
guys.
right.
Robert, I was saying earlier that where I'm flying, it couldn't be more different from where you're at. It's just Indiana, absolutely flat as far as you can see, wide open, very few trees, just all farmland. Anywhere you could land if you had a motor out.
Nice.
We call
Brandon
it-
just told me.
we call it
Brandon just told me that he flew to Blossom from Little Black today.
It was funny because this morning I dropped my truck off at a tire shop in Santee. And then I had my dad drop me off at Little Black. And then I flew here. By the time I got here, I got a call saying my truck was done. So I hiked down, I Ubered, got my truck, drove it here. Ryan ordered pizza, carried the pizza. I left all my gear up top. I carried the pizza back up, and then we just did that.
Yeah.
very
Oh my
cool.
awesome.
God.
I don't know if you got all that.
All right.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, we
did.
got it.
Is
So listen-
Anthony
Log
still
out.
walking up, or did he get eaten by the coyotes yet?
Oh, you guys want to see another landing?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Sure.
worried about Gringo.
Gringo got an Uber.
Oh, did he?
Oh, did? Okay.
So funny. So we're waiting for this landing. We're gonna start wrapping up the show because we're almost at the top of the hour, and these guys got to pack up their gear. But
That's right.
what did we learn tonight? We learned nothing.
Don't break
So
props.
there you go.
We learned how to repair
learned nothing.
props a little bit, what materials you could use.
Yes.
You know, we learned,
We
that,
learned
that Ripman riding made it to 60 and he's in great health. He's doing great.
Yeah. And that's an
And,
inspiration
yeah-
because if Ripa can make it to 60, the rest of us have a chance. A strong
Right.
chance. There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that nice landing. Perfect. Beautiful. All right.
And Yankee
Live on the
Paramotor
air.
said he
Where
endured
is your
this
whistle?
for a T-shirt that he did not win. So yeah, thanks for enduring it. You know, so
All right, guys.
All right.
All right. I'm going to pull us off the air
Rob-
now. If
Rob-
you'd like to join
Rob,
the after show,
Robert.
I will post that
Robert,
in the
do
chat.
I get to
I hear somebody
Robert,
calling.
do I get
Yes.
do I get to say it or do you get to am I allowed to say it this one time?
Oh yeah, yeah. Say it.
Thank you for watching Paragliding Talk.com. If I don't see you on the air, I'll see you in the air. Peace out. Happy birthday, Rip.